Morning, here we are down at the State Hockey Centre with the under 13 boys. We're here to work on some basic skills. Those basic skills for today we're going to work on is hitting and pushing. Two important factors of the game that we need to work a little harder on. So we've got Oscar here today and I'm going to get him to demonstrate for me how to hit a ball. And what the most important factor a lot of the times in our hitting is we don't have the ball position right. So when I teach the hitting, I ask the kids to put the ball on the line. The reason being is that we have an accurate area that we can work towards so the guys can step up to and be able to understand where they hit the ball from. So what we're going to do is get Oscar to hit a ball and we'll go from there. Good boy. So if you have a look at our Oscar when he hit the ball, so Oscar, could you just step up and hit the ball if it's just stop when you go to make point of contact? Okay. So as you can see now, Oscar's ready to hit the ball here. See his foot's in a good position, it's on the line, it's in the right line where we want to make point of contact. The stick line's very nice, it's nice and flat. His hands position, so he's got the both V's in a good position to be able to make contact, and his both hands are nice and close together. So as he's making contact, go again, he's got a nice bent front knee and a back knee too as well. So that gives him good power as he hits through the ball. So just go back now with your swing and stop again. So as you can see, he comes back with the ball, nice angle stick as you come through, so go through the ball and hit the ball this time. Cool, so as he goes through, he has a good follow through. So with the pushing, I'm just going to get Harry to push a ball for me to start with, then we're going to have a look at the technique and see if we can understand how that works and how we can get it to work better. So off you go, Harry, push the ball for me. So let's have a look at the technique and break it down a little bit more. So Harry, I just want you to step up with your ball, stick behind the ball, set your hands up as if you're going to push it. Good, put your stick right behind the ball. Good, now wait there, just stop there. So as you can see again when we talked about the hitting, is the V's have got to be in a good position. At the moment his V's are slightly to the back, so bring that around the front a little bit more, no, to there, that's better, good. And this one is in a good position too as well. So his hands are nicely spread apart, so he's got a good distance between it. Stick right behind the ball, and now I want you to just step, and I want you to slide your stick along as you step. Go, Harry. Good, well done. Now, as you can see when Harry did that, there was no noise that came from it. One thing about pushing is that a lot of the times you hear a lot of tap, 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 tap. One thing we need to do is when we push the ball is keep the stick in close contact of it so we don't hear that tapping. Just a nice slide across the turf and then you know that you've got a really good push. So the coaches now are just breaking the group into pairs. From there, they're just going to practice the technique and make sure that the coaches, as they walk around, try and have a look and identify fault areas with the kids and make sure they rectify those problems. So what we need is recommend about 5 yards apart, 5 to 10 yards apart. Just nice and easy to start with, getting the kids to go nice and slow through their technique. So we need to make sure that because they're only 5 yards apart, they can go a little slower at the skill, but make sure they get exactly right. Now let's look at this as a coach's perspective. And when we're trying to coach things, we need to break the skills down into smaller groups so that it makes it easy for the coaches to be able to identify problems. Down one end we have pushing, down the other end we have hitting. And in the middle we have goalkeepers. Now the reason we take the goalkeepers out, it allows the specialised coach to work specifically with those people. With the pushing and the hitting, we can break that up into larger areas and be able to allow the kids to hit over larger areas and push over larger areas, which is what a hockey field's about. It's a big field, so we need to be able to hit those balls and push those balls over longer distances. So what we do is we demonstrate the skill. So we try and keep it nice and close so we can demonstrate the skill. From there, we allow the athletes to just do it nice and close, and then so that they can get used to the technique and so they can hit not as hard but nice and soft. Then we actually ask them to step out, so we've gone from having nice and close about 5 metres apart to, as you can see, we've moved them out to around about 20 metres. Down the other end with the pushing, what we've done a similar sort of thing. We've made it nice and small to start with, then we've broken it down, then we've stretched them out. Now what we're doing down the other end is we're asking the kids now to push the ball and be accurate with their pushing, because they've got to push it into the goal box, but being able to include the accuracy in it too as well. With our goalkeepers, we're working on here is just their basic technique, their positioning in the goal box, and their distance out from and their body position. So with the goalkeeping coach at this point in time, he's just pushing a few balls at them so that